Beautiful boxing fans, the Dillian Whyte versus Moses Itauma card just finished. And all I gotta say is this. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen, and let's go through the entire card. I mean, the card was absolutely phenomenal. First fight of the night, Raymond versus Abraham Nova. Now listen, for some reason, Raymond doesn't have the biggest knockout percentage, even though the man seems to be punching with intent and with violence on his mind. I was very impressed. I mean, definitely not his best performance, but he definitely won the fight. And Abraham Nova, to be honest, the man can't seem to win a big fight. Every time that he steps up, he gets beat up, which is the bottom line, to be honest. And the man seems to be doing a lot of talking without much of any winning when it comes to the elite level. I mean, the man has never won a single big fight, and he keeps on making excuses. After every single fight, the man keeps on making excuses. But nonetheless, congrats to Raymond with the Tom and Jerry shorts. The man got the victory, rightfully so. After that, we got one of the craziest heavyweight fights, especially one of the craziest heavyweight rounds you will ever see. The Croatian monster Filip Hrgovic beat and dominated, for the most part, the rising star David Adeleye. Now listen, I'm going to be honest. I thought that David Adeleye was going to win this fight. I was like, you know what? He's young, he's charismatic, he's a power puncher, and he's confident. And to be honest, I wasn't really too sure how much of Hrgovic was left, because the man has been sparring with deadly punchers since he was 18 years old. I mean, there is a clip of him going to absolute war with Deontay Wilder when he was like 18 years old. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? And the man is only 33 years old. But a lot of miles, and I mean a lot of miles on the clock. But nonetheless, the man delivered his best performance to date. His freaking output was insane. The man was known to have a horrible gas tank. But what do you know? In this fight, after training with Abel Sanchez in Big Bear, California, the man threw over 600 punches. And as a heavyweight, that is absurd. And I think now we know what's David Adeleye's biggest weakness. The man is gun shy. The man doesn't let his hands go. Every time David Adeleye let his hands go, the man looked dangerous, and he looked absolutely devastating, especially with that left hook. But for some reason, and I think I know why, David doesn't let his hands go. It's because the man is afraid to get tired. And there's no worse feeling in the world than to be tired inside the squared circle. And I do believe that the body work that Hrgovic put on early paid dividends in the fight. But nonetheless, congrats to Filip Hrgovic. The man seems to be getting better at 33 years old. And you love to see it. You love to see heavyweight contenders shine in the biggest stages of the world, because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, the glamour division and the most exciting division is the heavyweight division, and every contender is needed at this point. Then after that, the Japanese prospect Tsutsumi fought against Qais Ashfaq, a underachiever when you talk about the professional ranks. In the amateurs, the man was decorated. But I mean, we're not really going to stay much long on this fight. Tsutsumi did what he was supposed to do. I'd like to see him step up now, and let's see what happens. I mean, two brothers. I think I saw his. I'm not sure if I saw him or his brother, but I think I saw his brother, the one that fought in New York. I was there, and to be completely honest, I'm not sure if he looked that impressive, you know. But still early on, we gotta wait and see. But congrats to both brothers on shining on the biggest stages, and most importantly, securing the Riyadh season ambassador status. You love to see it. After that, Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Ball versus Sam Goodman. Now listen, stylistically, I didn't really expect much from Sam Goodman because the man, when I was watching him leading up to the fight, the man fights like a puncher, but he is not a puncher. And on fight week, he was talking a good game. I was like, you know what? This man can actually pull this off. He might just very well pull this off. But I gotta be honest. This is just my opinion. This is not a fact. This is not an accusation. This is just my simple opinion. And I just asked Tim Bradley. A few minutes ago, I just asked Tim Bradley. I was like, Tim, am I crazy to think that Nick Ball is juiced out of his mind? I mean, look at his teammates. Look at his gym. Every single fighter in his gym, look at their shape. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in sports since I was a kid. And I think I have an eye for juice heads. I'm just saying. I'm not accusing anyone. This is just my opinion. Opinion-based, purely. I have no facts, nothing whatsoever to support my opinion. That is why it's just an opinion. Even look at his teammate, Peter McGrail. I mean, if you look at his shape, and especially, let me tell you this. When Peter McGrail was scheduled to fight Dennis McCann, and Dennis tested positive for PEDs on fight week, they asked Peter McGrail, what are your thoughts? Usually, you'll be like, screw this guy, he made me miss a big opportunity, he needs to be banned, this and that. Peter McGrail was just like, I have no comment. This is none of my concern. So, that is a red flag, ladies and gentlemen. In my opinion, I believe that Nick Ball is on something. What is he on? I'll let you guess. Nonetheless, I was not impressed, not by a bit, to be honest, because Sam Goodman was coming up in weight, and not just that, Sam Goodman doesn't have power, and Sam Goodman has never fought an elite fighter. Let's be honest, the man has built his entire career, for the most part, in Australia versus cherry picks. So, I wasn't impressed with Nick Ball, and I don't know, this is just my opinion, and whenever I suspect that someone is on something, I can't really respect them that much, you know. And like I said, I think I know what I'm talking about. But this is just an opinion. Pure opinion, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what's not an opinion? The main event, Moses Itauma. This is not an opinion, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fact. Moses Itauma is the deadliest 20-year-old in the world. Oh my goodness. I mean, let's be honest. We all expected Moses to win. But not in 2 minutes. The man annihilated Dillian Whyte in 2 minutes. And the man, I mean, listen. Let me give you the truth about Moses Itauma. This is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Speed kills. And Moses Itauma is one of the fastest heavyweights I have ever seen in my life. Is he faster than Mike Tyson? Of course not. But for this generation and this era, he is the fastest and youngest heavyweight that we have in our generation. Now Moses Itauma, oh my God. Southpaw, deadly puncher, lightning quick, intelligent, smart, cerebral at just 20 years old, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy. And even if you think about it, the man has been dangerous. I mean, he just knocked out Dillian Whyte a few minutes ago. But did you know that when he was 14 years old, 6 years ago, he DM'd Dillian Whyte. He was like, hey champ, I'm trying to get some work. Let's spar. 14-year-old guy messaged a 31-year-old Dillian Whyte and asked him to spar. And when Dillian was 31, the man fought Anthony Joshua, Joseph Parker at that time. He fought all the top guys. And this 14-year-old psycho DM'd him and was like, hey champ, let's work. Let's have a fight. So no question in my mind that Moses Itauma is one of the most special fighters that we have seen in this generation, and probably history will remember this man. Now, the $1 million question. Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Moses Itauma versus Usyk? What do you say? I mean, listen. Usyk, much respect, legend, the greatest heavyweight of our generation, one of the best ever. I don't know. This 20-year-old is trouble. This 20-year-old is so good that he might just be the best heavyweight on the planet right now. He lacks the experience in the pro ranks, but the man has sparred everyone. Joshua, Fury, Okolie, Joseph Parker. He sparred literally everyone before he even turned 17 years old. So when we talk about experience, the man isn't as inexperienced as we think he is. And listen, I don't want to see anything else but Moses Itauma versus Alexander Usyk. I don't care about who Usyk fights next. I don't care about who Moses fights next. All I want to see is this fight. Make it happen. And His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, he also wants this fight. And he's probably going to attempt to make this fight. It is a win-win for Moses. But it is a very, very, very risky fight for the pride of Ukraine, Alexander Usyk. What a risky fight, but most importantly, what an unbelievable fight.